Hey everybody, Off the Mic Sports Network here. Another edition of Off the Top Rope. So we're at the end of this mercifully, after this just endless barrage of CM Punk, the month of Punk, I guess you could call it. My God, for the love of God, I'm glad that this is over with because it was almost hard to enjoy this not for the reasons that you guys might think. And some people call me a CM Punk mark. I've always been a CM Punk fan. And I mean, yes, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way with some of the stuff he did in AEW, but I was happy to see him in WWE. He's been doing some of the best work of his career. But this last month, because of since June 9th, when he was revealed as John Cena's latest challenger in Saudi Arabia, it launched a whole different conversation about him. There was the phrase humiliation ritual that was tossed around. And a lot of people were upset with, the pipe bomb from John Cena going back at Punk. They thought Punk was being a little bit too tame towards John Cena, which I think is ridiculous. And then, obviously the promo before Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, where he was the doctor of Punkonomics. I thought it was a great promo. A lot of people thought it was stupid. It was a very divisive thing, naturally, because CM Punk was involved in it. But most of the people that I saw on the internet thought it sucked were AEW fans. And I want to bring this account to light because, I mean, why don't you take a wild guess who this guy's a fan of? It's at Dorby Allen. Take a wild guess who that guy loves. I mean, he said, I've seen this guy's account and he follows WWE stuff, but mostly it's AEW stuff and he praises it. So here's what he tweeted on Saturday afternoon. And basically it says, nap time on the Slim Jim table, cult of hypocrisy, caught rejecting a young fan on camera, the manufactured Saudi Arabia apology, the goofy Cena cosplay and rap promo, and that miserable main event match. Hope the paycheck was worth it. And it's a photo of Punk laying down in the ring next to the Riyadh Season logo in the middle of the ring. Can you AEW schmucks get over this, please? Please. I'm begging you. Please get over it. You've got your biggest show of the year in 2 weeks. Omega and Okada's on the card. Hangman and Moxley's on the card. Mercedes and Tony's on the card. And you guys are spending your Saturday talking about CM Punk on a Saudi Arabia show. Are you wrestling fans? Or are you just miserable fucks who just want to just piss all over stuff because a guy that you had in your company, you brought back to professional wrestling, is now happier than he ever has been in another place, and you're just poking holes in a bunch of shit? I swear to God, the last month, it was hard to enjoy this, and it should have been easy to enjoy this. Take the Saudi Arabia shit out of this. This was as good of a build as you could possibly have for a 19-day feud. And yet you guys want to poke fun at CM Punk cosplaying as John Cena or laying in a table after taking a kick to the dick, 2 belt shots to the head, and an AA through the table. Of course you're going to be knocked out. And it was a retread of a promo that happened 14 years ago where John Cena spent the same amount of time after he got speared through a table. Were you mad at John Cena back then? What's the difference? Why do you people care about this? Guy said one thing on Ariel Helwani's show, humiliated it to the point where your boss, your fearless leader, Tony Khan, decided to throw security footage of an incident that happened almost a year prior to that led to his firing, and it tanked your ratings. CM Punk has been right about virtually everything about that place. And now, because a couple of tweets and a couple of things came back on him, you want to just, basically be like, this guy's a fucking hypocrite, whatever. Guys, we've known that CM Punk is not perfect, okay? We've known that. Am I pleased that he went to Saudi Arabia? No. Am I pleased that all this stuff happened? No. It was not good optics. But to dance on graves and act like this is some sort of humiliation ritual, and he is not happy after he worked with one of his best rivals and one of his best friends. And yeah, okay, could I have done without a couple of things in that interference in that match? Am I necessarily thrilled that him and Seth Rollins are seemingly going back into a program together. Probably, I would have preferred if they would have gone a different direction. Honestly, I think CM Punk deserved to be in the world title picture with John Cena and Cody Rhodes, if I'm being completely honest. But that doesn't mean that this is a humiliation. This guy had one of the best Hell in a Cell matches. Where the fuck were you people last year during the Drew McIntyre feud? Punk was doing some of the best work of his career, and he wasn't even able to compete for basically 6 months. You guys were mocking him because he got hurt in the Royal Rumble. It's like, get over it. Get over it. He's much more successful in WWE now after you fired him. Why do you care? And this is just one of countless examples that I saw on the internet. I'm just using this one to illustrate it because it really pissed me off. It's like you literally are just rolling through a bunch of things that are not issues. The nap time and the Slim Jim table, who the fuck cares? He was selling getting attacked by John Cena because they were literally redoing and calling back to one of the great moments in the history of that feud. They were playing the hits, and they had limited amount of time to do so. Why is this such an issue? And the kid thing? Are you kidding me? If you watch that thing back, that is such a non-issue. The whole blood-sucking dick thing and the apology thing, not great optics. But again, if you're so absorbed in what CM Punk is doing and you're an AEW fan, why do you give a shit? If your company is doing so well, like Tony Khan says they are, they're having the best year ever. If they're so great, then why are you obsessing about this guy? Because he main evented a Saudi Arabia show that he said he'd never go to, and you're repiping clips of that? Like, seriously, man. Like, I for the last 19 or so days, for the last 3 weeks, like, I've honestly tried my best to find the good in it. And really, a lot of the bad that happened through all of this was some of the fan base's reaction to a lot of this shit. Like, I do not, it was the whole punkonomics thing. Guys, what's the problem? It's a fun, goofy segment. It was entertaining. Did he look ridiculous? Sure. It's not the first time that he's dressed up ridiculously. For God's sake, he dressed up as Jeff Hardy 16 years ago, and you people act like he didn't do that. Like, oh my goodness, man. Like, it's never ending with this guy. He lives rent-free in AEW fans' heads. And then to compile a list like that and actually push send and send that out and act like this is some sort of a humiliation ritual when he is working with one of his great rivals on his retirement tour for the one last match. Yes, Saudi Arabia. Okay. They wrestled each other. Was it overbooked? Yes. But it was still a fun, entertaining little schmoz of a finish. And, yes, it got a little bit ridiculous at the end, but, why do you care? If you're absorbed in WWE and you hate CM Punk, maybe there's a reason for you there. But most of the vitriol and the divisiveness that's come from this fan base, specifically in the last 3 weeks, where the hell were you guys when Punk was doing some of the best work of his career? Because I don't even think that this was even bad. But you guys were awfully quiet. You guys were awfully quiet through all the stuff that happened at WrestleMania, and even you trying to poke the flaws in that, or the whole favor thing. You guys were trying to poke, like, even it's never good enough. You sound like a bitter ex-girlfriend. Okay, you fucked up when you had a guy there. He was your biggest draw. The metrics show it. Yet your boss is telling me 3 years after the fact that you're having more success without him because I said, hey, we're having the best year ever. Bullshit. Rent-free, guys. Just stop it. Move the fuck on. You've got a big show in 2 weeks to worry about that you haven't really done a good job of building. Just stop it. Okay. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.